know that we've got some literary agents who regularly listen and watch the show. Back when you were being wined and dined by literary agents, headed to lunch, getting phone calls, what were the kind of techniques that would work on you to at least convince you to take a look at a project versus what turned you off completely?
I would say that I was actually usually pretty open to people pitching me. I like to try to go into projects with an open mind, because 9 times out of 10, it's the project you didn't really think you were looking for that you fell in love with. So I was usually pretty open about it. I was not really a fan of super gimmicky pitches. You know, I want the hook. I think it's probably similar for writers when they're querying. I want the hook, and I want, you know, some sense of the project. If I'm being 100% honest, I actually didn't really read query letters. I would just send content to my Kindle and then just pick things and read it. Sorry, agents, but I've actually heard a lot of editors who there are many editors who do the same thing. But they are important in that, you know, once I've acquired the book, or if I'm trying to acquire the book, you know, that's when I really go into drill down on information I might need to pitch for acquisitions. So if I'm trying to figure out how to explain this fantastic book that is really kind of off the wall, and I'm having trouble figuring out how to kind of encapsulate it in a short way, seeing how somebody else did that, you know, can help, even if I end up tweaking it a little bit for my audience. And it certainly was also useful when I, you know, had to write copy in-house, sales copy, or even kind of consumer-facing copy as a place to kind of use the jumping off point, but not necessarily what I looked at initially.
So even if a literary agent was just as friendly as could be, sent you a basket of fresh baked muffins, at the end of the day, you're going straight to, what does the book look like? Is this a quality project?
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, it's not about the muffins. It's about the writing. So I think you'll hear out from a lot of people, gimmicks are just gimmicks. Gimmicks are really great when you're trying to get consumers to buy the book, and it's, you know, let's send out a copy of the book with, I definitely had a buzz box once that came with like a bag of microwave popcorn. And, you know, maybe that is like a fun additional extra. You know, everybody loves your swag. But I don't know that at the end of the day, I'm not really sure that swag is what's getting people to read the book. It's, you know, that it's a great premise. You know, the character sounds fantastic. There's something about the story itself that you want to dig into.
Well, fair enough, and I'd say they never work on me. But Laura Martin got me a little plastic Tyrannosaurus. I've still got it over here on the shelf. I was like, all right, I will read your dinosaur book. You have convinced me. And then it turned out to be a wonderful book, and then Laura and I became friends. That's the one time I could think of that gimmick. It was me specific. I don't know how many other bloggers out there will be swayed by a dinosaur, but I've got a 5-year-old, and he was as excited about it as I was, so that one worked out.